Congress spokesperson Sanjay Jha has tweeted a storm, calling Atal Bihari Vajpayee the weakest Prime Minister that India has ever seen. Jha's comments come within days of the Congress praising Atal Bihari Vajpayee on its party website. Remember, the Congress had only last week praised Vajpayee on its website, saying that no leader in the BJP could match his stature. The BJP has responded sharply to the Congress's dig at its Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi, calling Congress a confused party. The BJP says that the Congress is facing a leadership crisis.
I can only say that Sanjay Jha should advise his own party, because his party has been promoting and propagating Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee through their own website. I guess Mr. Jha should be busy advising his own party members who don't even have a face to talk about.
It's a political fight that's not contained just to the virtual world, but we have Pierre joining us live from the Election Info Center, which is, remember, where it all started. Pierre, this comes even as Murli Manohar Joshi is directly undermining what is being repeatedly called the Modi wave across the country. But coming back to what happened on Twitter, what really sparked this political war? Take us through that.
Let's actually take a look at what Sanjay Jha sent out about 3 hours ago right now. He started by a direct attack on Atal Bihari Vajpayee, saying the weakest Prime Minister that India ever had was A.B. Vajpayee. General Musharraf spent a night on Indian soil while the PMO and the NDA snored. He's referring, of course, to that one night before the Kargil War where General Musharraf supposedly landed in Indian territory and spent the night with his troops, who would later start attacking Indian troops in Kargil. Then he goes on to say he was the weakest Prime Minister because he wanted to sack Modi for the Gujarat massacre but succumbed to BJP bullying. Of course, again referring to that conversation between Vajpayee and L.K. Advani shortly after the riots. He adds he was the weakest Prime Minister because he was seen hugging Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif even as 50 soldiers lost their lives in Kargil. He goes on to say the weakest Prime Minister India ever had was Vajpayee because despite the treachery of Kargil, he gave Musharraf a red carpet welcome in Agra, referring to that Agra summit. And finally talking about that hijack, the IC-81 for hijack, saying he gave the Kandahar terrorists an escort service over to Afghanistan and allowed the parliament to be attacked in 2001.